Last month here in America Close Up, we set aside a week to explore the problem of youth violence in America. We saw this solution start with the family, so all this week, a special series of reports we call Families in Crisis, beginning with a growing number of babies born to unwed mothers. We've seen how serious that problem is in the black community. 2/3 of all black babies now are born out of wedlock, but there is a similar troubling story in the white community. NBC's Betty Rowland has more tonight.
At age 18, Christine is one of the oldest in this group of single mothers. She has 2 children.
How old were you when you had your first?
15.
15. Do you think it's a good idea for you to have 2 children at your age?
Yeah.
Robin's second baby is on the way.
Why did you want to have a baby?
Just so I could love somebody and they could love me back.
Erin also wanted to be a mother, but not a wife.
Who pays for this baby?
Me.
You or welfare?
Welfare.
Melanie's not interested in getting married either.
How come?
I don't know. I'm just not good with commitment.
The use of books can start very early.
This program in New Bedford, Massachusetts, is one of thousands in this country trying to keep these young mothers in school and to teach them how to be parents. But the programs can't keep up with the number of unwed teenage mothers. In the 1960s, Daniel Patrick Moynihan warned that the growing proportion of illegitimate births in the black community, 26%, was destroying black America. Today, the percentage of births to single white mothers is almost as high as the black rate was then, 22%. And among teenagers, it's much higher, 59%. The reasons are, for the most part, the same: early sex, ignorance, poor parenting.
Maybe they're looking for just someone to make them important. And this guy in the picture makes them feel important.
And a baby can make them feel important, too. And though the father may disappear, the government doesn't. Society's a lot easier on mothers like this than it used to be. Welfare will support them, and the stigma of being an unwed mother is history.
Did you feel any shame about this?
No.
Why would they be ashamed when both their friends and so many famous women they see as role models do the same thing? And what happens to these new millions of fatherless children? Sociologist David Popenow.
They have 2 to 3 times the rate of behavioral problems, emotional problems, school dropout problems, delinquency problems.
And, says Popenow, the men who have fathered these children do worse, to themselves and to society.
Family life, children, marriage is an extremely important civilizing force for men. And the more unattached males you have in a society, the worse off that society is in terms, certainly, of violent crime.
In 1965, I said if these trends continue, the cities will become violent and ungovernable, and they have become such.
Moynihan fears that as illegitimacy rates climb in the far larger white population, the results will be even worse.
Our schools will be wrecks. Our jobs will disappear because our workers won't be up to them. Our reputation in the world will be that of a dysfunctional nation.
What's the solution? Senator Moynihan says that morality in New Bedford and everywhere else has to change. But neither he nor anyone else expects that to happen anytime soon. For America Close Up, Betty Rowland, NBC News, New Bedford, Massachusetts.